Welcome to this birthing center. My name is Maya, and I'll be your guide on this incredible journey that is fertilization. Today, we're diving deep into the wonders of the gestational reproductive system. You probably have a general idea about how fertilization works, but today, you'll discover that it is more than just sperm swimming up to an egg. You'll travel through the reproductive system, starting in the vaginal canal, going through the cervix, up the body of the uterus, and finally reaching the egg in the oviduct. At each step, you'll see how the sperm and each organ contribute to the process. As you navigate through this experience, pay attention to any differences from your current idea about the human reproductive process. Familiarize yourself with general controls by interacting with the blue and white panel by the door. Press the Y button on your left controller or press I on desktop to open your transcript menu. In here, you can reread my narrations or toggle subtitles. Are you ready to begin this adventure? To truly witness the incredible journey of fertilization, we need to shrink down to the size of a sperm. To achieve this, you'll need to take a shrinking pill from the bottle on the left nightstand. Simply grab the pill bottle, and you'll automatically consume the pill. We begin our journey in the vaginal canal. Here, the vagina must manage up to 300 million sperm. The vagina's environment, from its acidic pH to its microbiome, offers lots of immune protection. When the sperm enter the vagina, they might experience less mobility because of this immune function. From here, sperm need to enter the uterus through that very small entrance you see at the end. It's called the cervix, and it's the first part of the uterus. Take a look around and try to see if you can find the few sperm that have defects like bent necks, coiled, or double tails. Their heads are too large or too small. While some sperm defects are visible, many are more subtle, so most sperm will appear normal. The cervix's narrow entrance plays an important role for sperm management. It filters out unhealthy sperm by making it really difficult to pass through such a tiny opening. The cervix serves as an anatomical deterrent to filter out many of the sperm. Before moving on to the next stop, can you recall what role the cervix plays? Answer on the quiz in front of you. That's right. So many sperm enter the vagina, and many may have features that make them unviable. The cervix is the narrow entrance of the uterus that prevents their entry, making sure the sperm that do are relatively healthy. Next, stand on the blue indicator in front of the cervix. It's time to see where the sperm goes. We've made it into the cervix. The cervix is the first part of the uterus. After the sperm make it through here, they will enter the body of the uterus. Do you see those small tunnels off to the sides? They're called the cervical crypts. Many sperm get stuck in the crypts as they swim. Evolutionary biologists say that these evolved in many animals to store the sperm for later, in case initial fertilization attempts don't work. The stored sperm can swim for up to 2 to 4 days later. Our next stop is the body of the uterus. But before moving on, can you recall what happens with sperm that made it through the cervix? That is correct. Once sperm enters the cervix, they can get stuck in the cervical crypts. Our next stop is the body of the uterus. Stand on the blue indicator to travel there. We're now in the body of the uterus. Here, protective white blood cells may engulf some sperm. This is another way to make sure the sperm that reach the egg are of the highest quality. The sperm that don't get deterred still have a long way to go. They have to swim all the way to the oviducts, but they might need a little help from the uterus to get to their destination. So the uterus will contract to push them upwards. The oviducts, also known as the fallopian tubes, can be seen in the uterus on both ends. See those narrow holes? That's where the uterus needs to lead the sperm to reach the egg. Time to help sperm get to the oviducts. Select the button on the quiz panel to help the uterus contract the sperm upwards toward their destination. Great! The sperm are starting to swim up to the entrances of the oviducts. The uterus is not the only thing that has been guiding them, though. The egg produces chemoattractants like prolactin and progesterone. The oviducts also get warmer towards the egg. That helps sperm navigate themselves towards the right direction. Take a look at the oviducts. Can you tell which one contains the egg? Stand on the blue indicator nearest to the oviduct that contains the egg, or answer on the quiz. That's correct. Those molecules you saw coming out of the oviduct were progesterone and prolactin released from the egg to guide the sperm. Let's travel inside that oviduct now. We made it into the entrance of the oviducts. This is the tube-like structure that transports the egg from the ovaries to the uterus. The walls create a current that moves towards the uterus, which the sperm have to swim against to get to the egg. At this point, only a few thousand sperm remain. Some of the sperm may be entangled in the oviduct walls because the cilia are moving the opposite way they are swimming. This further dwindles down the number that ends up at the egg. It's almost time to fertilize. Push your way upwards through the cilia and fight to the ovary. We can finally see the egg. Out of the 300 million sperm that enter the vagina, less than 200 of them are left by the time they get this close to the egg. The checkpoints the sperm have experienced so far in the reproductive tract not only make sure that the better sperm get here, but they also reduce the chances of fertilization by more than one sperm. This is known as polyspermy. In this last step, the egg's role is crucial in avoiding polyspermy. And here's where the egg's outer layers come into play: the corona radiata and the zona pellucida. The sperm burrows through these layers, and once one reaches the zona pellucida and successfully fuses with the egg, this layer triggers a reaction that locks and prevents additional sperm from entering. Let's let one of the sperm enter the egg now. Select the button on the panel to begin this final step of fertilization. Here comes one of the sperm now. Great! We have successfully fertilized the egg. Wait a minute. Look out! Here comes a second sperm looking to fertilize the egg. Quickly select the button on the panel to lock the zona pellucida and avoid disastrous polyspermy before it's too late. Congratulations! You locked the membrane right on time and avoided polyspermy by allowing only one sperm to enter the egg. Feel free to stick around and take a look at the egg. When you're ready, let's head back to the birthing room by standing on the blue indicator. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the reproductive tract. As you saw, the egg was by no means a passive container waiting for sperm to arrive and win the race. On the contrary, the reproductive tract is actively filtering out less fit sperm and working to help the best quality sperm get to the egg. This is thanks to its multi-layered management system for the sperm that enter it. I hope you enjoyed learning about the crucial role that each organ plays aiding healthy sperm to reach the egg. If you would like to play this experience again, you can return to the main menu and rejoin this module. Until next time!